Alright guys, it looks like the market could be returning bullish sooner than we expect. Nobody knows yet, but we're going to make an educated guess today. Now guys, it's Friday night and we're going to have a lot less price action most likely over the weekend. Many of you guys know the volume is pretty low on weekends compared to weekdays. Okay, so really what we need to do is focus on how we get the daily and weekly close for Bitcoin. But what is looking good right now is, I'm probably need to refresh this actually, the fact that the altcoin market has been showing relative strength against Bitcoin in this move. Again, some of our top coins that we've been speaking about, 10% on the day, 5% on the day, 11% on the day, right? You guys let me know what coins you hold, but it's looking good. Now, something I wanted to chat with you guys about was the RSI heat map. Now, when you go to CoinGlass, we like to use CoinGlass for a lot of different things, right? But this is overbought all the way to oversold. And this is on the weekly as well, guys, right? So you got a bunch of different coins here. You can go through the pages and scroll by yourself. But I found something pretty interesting. I'm sure a lot of you guys would have seen it already. Now, not much is in overbought, okay? There's only one thing that is in overbought right now. And what is that? Bitcoin dominance. So we're seeing a lot of our altcoins. I'm sure a lot of you guys will see some altcoins in here that we hold. Optimism is in the portfolio. DOT is in the portfolio. So while our altcoins are weak right now / oversold, Bitcoin dominance looks like it needs to have a drop. So a lot of people are targeting 70%, would make sense. We've rejected from 70% pretty much every time we've hit 70%. Doesn't mean we have to go straight to 70%, right? But what we need to do to start to see altcoins show some strength and leave weak, right? ETH to leave weak is that Bitcoin dominance to come back to neutral. And then these altcoins start to travel up, okay? And that's while Bitcoin is pumping as well. That is what we'd like to see. Now, if Bitcoin dumps and Bitcoin dominance dumps as well, then our altcoins are going to show relative strength. But something to keep an eye on. Who's been looking at this? I don't think many people have been looking at this. Now, there is good news from the Fed. President Collins said the Federal Reserve is absolutely ready to help stabilize markets if needed. And then we look at Bitcoin dominance, right? We've shown that QT ending usually has signaled an alt season, or at least a relief season. I think a lot of us would be liking a relief season. Some of you guys even left me comments and you're like, I just want to break even now. I just want to get back to where I was. I just want to get back to my average buy price, please. Okay, and I do think we can get there soon. So is this a little sign to say that maybe QT is going to end? Maybe we do get that relief, coupled with the fact that global M2 is now going parabolic. And yeah, that's been a narrative so far. Bitcoin had been tracking M2, and around here, people were saying the low's in. I did make a video. I wish I could find the clip. I made a video and I said, well, there's one more low in M2. So it wouldn't make sense for Bitcoin to bottom around here. That is why we had our lower targets that we've been looking at on the channel for the past couple of months now at around 79k to 74k, right? Now we've hit those lows. Are we now in the next phase, which is actually expansion and the breakout? Well, we'll check out our trading view and make sure you are subscribed, guys. Please help me on my journey to 12k. But if Bitcoin closes the week like this, right? This is the weekly chart on CoinMarketCap. We can finally get some relief, right? Because this is looking very strong. Finding support on the 50 MA. So far in this bull run, guys, the 50 MA has been the key zone of support. In a bull run, we need to hold the 50 MA. If we're going to a bear market, guys, then, you know, we're going to be targeting the 100 MA, maybe even more than that, which wouldn't be great because we'll be going right down to 58k. So what we're seeing from ETH, the absolute cursed asset that it has been so far, is that we are respecting this channel. Okay, who's been with me? Let me know in the comments. Because we said we'd really need to see this be respected. Otherwise, it's really, really not going to be looking good for ETH. And now it looks like we're trying to find some strength off the lower area of the channel. Maybe we chop around until we do reach the apex and then break out. That could be in line with the end of April, beginning of May. Bitcoin is looking fantastic right now. We're at the resistance of 84k. So the hedge trader in me says hedge short if we don't close out of this range. But something that is making me super confident, guys, is the fact that I was really convinced yesterday that we were going to give all the gains back. And that would be that. But we actually just did hold a higher low. And we're starting to see the first smidgens of bullish momentum returning back to the market. Remember, 100 MA is going to be at 87, just shy of 89k. So until we do get there, then we can't be getting too ahead of ourselves, because we're probably going to have a big level of resistance here. Maybe that will be the point where we reject and then have a retest of this channel before we do start to go higher. And the total 3, guys, look at it. It is looking, I mean, you look at a chart like that, any other chart on the weekly, you're going to look at that and you're going to be like, I need to long this chart. What's different for the total 3? We found support at 658 billion. Please tell me you guys have been listening to me. How many times have I repeated myself to you guys saying 658 billion, must hold, must hold, must hold lower area of the channel? We're now wicking off it. And look, I don't want to curse the market right now. I feel like I've been cursing things. We're now in between 0.51618 target zone for a bottom, and we're going to be targeting nearly 1.3 trillion on the breakout, guys. So the market is looking pretty good right now. I don't want to get too excited, but things look like they're ready to turn around. How's the weekend going to go? You guys let me know. Let me know your thoughts and opinions in the comments. I'm going to be here for you guys tomorrow again to cover some altcoins. Going to post maybe 2 or 3 videos tomorrow. So to make sure you don't miss that, click that subscribe button. Take care, guys. Peace.